My lovely internet, we are here in the finals of the TQ Live LAN tournament, sponsored by eSpot, Billiards and Arcade, hosted by Team TQ. I am tQzander, and along with me, as always, is the most lovely
tQAtticus, and thank you for the intro, Xander. It's always a pleasure to be casting with you. Just like he said, this is the TQ Live tournament sponsored by eSpot's Billiards and Arcade, held in Richmond, British Columbia. That is in Canada. If you live in the Greater Vancouver area, I really suggest you check the place out. I do apologize ahead of time. I seem to be getting sick every time we do this tournament, so my voice is a little bit off. But, however, I'm really glad to be here in casting, and we've had a great tournament so far.
Most definitely. We're now in game number 2 of the finals, and we've seen some very cool things happen in that last game. If you guys want to see what a 6-gate robo looks like, check out the last game. You might be intrigued. And by might be intrigued, I mean you will be intrigued, confused, and dumbfounded.
Yeah, the aggression that was able to pour out of one base off of 6-gate robo is kind of just insane. Boggles the mind a little bit.
More than a little bit. It was incredibly impressive to witness. Alright, so now this was a loser's pick map. Anemone did lose the last game, and he chose Delta Quadrant. And it's kind of funny because me and Atticus and I both have very conflicting views on this map. Because I'm a Protoss player, I don't like it. I'm not as experienced as I should be. But Atticus was telling me that the fact that he actually thinks this is a pretty good Protoss map because of the ease at which you can get 3 bases.
Yeah, a lot of players, Protoss players in particular, do favor this map for several reasons. One, they can take 3 bases considerably safer than most, considering the fact that all they have to do is break down these rocks. To have a safe natural, Anemone patrol dancing his probe outside the Zerg's base to try to deny a natural.
Whoa, look at that. It's looking kind of trippy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the pylon.
But one other thing that it should be fairly public knowledge by now, but a lot of players still don't know about Delta Quadrant, is that if you look, I'll ping a spot for you to check out. If you look at, say... Oh, right, hang on. Okay, well, we're going to not do that because I popped the Alt key off my keyboard. So, if you take a look at the natural expansion, let's say on the Zerg base.
Yeah, I'm looking at your camera view right now.
Okay, well, you see this little gap? You
Yes.
can place a pylon on the right side of this and warp in units on the left.
Yeah. Yeah,
So a lot of Protoss favor that map because they can do that trick, but more importantly, they just have such an easier access to resources.
Yeah, I know. When I first competed in the first TL Open, the Protoss that went against tried to 4-gate me using that spot, and I just completely shut it down. It was kind of fun. That was how I discovered that spot, actually. It's kind of interesting. Now, Stalker is out, so Anemone will be able to stop these 4 Zerglings from poking in and doing damage. Metabolic Boost is almost done. Saikou was able to put down his hatchery, which is good, as Anemone's is ridiculously loves to just stop hatcheries from going down.
I believe he's done that, except for this game, in every single game against Zerg.
Yeah, but now we're actually seeing something different. We're having a Stargate from Anemone.
That's also a really popular opening on this. He could be going Phoenixes. More so, it'll seem that way if he places down another Stargate. Void Rays also just as strong because you can poke in at this, I guess it's your tertiary third. If you break down the rocks, you can poke in from there, do some work on this natural from behind the minerals, not a really easily defendable spot, and then just safely retreat.
Yep, that is actually the reason why I hate this map, is I have no idea how to time getting that back third. Especially in PvT, I hate this map for similar reasons that Zerg hate Lost Temple against Terran.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And it looks like we do have a Void Ray coming out, and a lot more landings on the way.
Yep, and it looks like the Void Ray is actually going to try and take down these circular rocks, or just maybe do that while it masses up in numbers.
Yeah, and see, this really kind of proves my point for Anemone, anyway, in his style of play, as instead of taking this harder to defend well, I guess you would call that a main natural. But this is a weird map because it actually offers a very easy third, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and I do like the timing of this to get out the Void Rays, kill the Disruptor Rocks while the Void Rays are coming out, so you can push after you get your Void Rays and have this back expansion. That I do like.
So I'm just like you said, I'm fairly confident we're going to see some Void Rays, break these down, an expansion go up, and then they'll move out.
Check out this creep spread. There, all of a sudden, a ton of creep tumors have been put down by Saikou.
Yep, a good sign of a good sign of a Zerg player that knows his stuff against Protoss, knows that you really need the creep spread to help you in those fights.
Yes, and now, actually, speaking of his skills as a Zerg player, he's as skilled as a GMMA player. GMMA gaming and mixed martial arts, very, very solid team. You can check them out at gmma.us. They've got a ton of people. They've sent people to MLG and done various things. They've done very skillful things. Like they've won. I know Acer Game won the TQ Open once with a fairly solid showing. It was kind of impressive.
And here we see a push coming out. The Void Rays are not going to poke in. They're just going to be part of this main force.
Which is definitely going to be good against the... oh wait, we do have 3 queens out, so if those are controlled correctly, then this can actually be bad for the Void Rays. Now here we go. Yeah, the Void Rays are actually completely charged up too. This is a pretty powerful push. These queens are out doing good damage against the Void Rays, taking one out. Queens controlled really well.
And this is making Saikou my favorite player right now. A lot of players are making the correct decision of getting extra queens against Protoss, just because not only does it help with creep spread and transfuse in clinch battles like that, but it also secures you against air, which more and more Protoss are kind of going to start going. And especially with the Phoenix change, this kind of strategy is really safe to adopt.
Yes, definitely. Not to mention with Phoenixes, if you lift the queen and you have another one right there, it's generally okay if you lose the queen. Especially after you've gotten the fundamentals of getting all of these creep tumors out, you'll still be able to spread creep even if you only have 2 queens.
Yep. And here comes some more Void Rays looking to cause some havoc.
Yeah, we do have 2 coming down. No third yet for them to start abusing, but they can start poking into Saikou's mineral line and is hitting the extractor instead of the drones.
Yep, but still, this engagement range is really what they love.
Yeah, but look at that transfuse.
Pull back, be completely safe. Maybe engage a queen at a time. Not being so careful.
Yeah, Hydras and queens, that's not good for Void Rays. The extractor was even transfused a little bit so they could actually be sure to stay alive. Now we do have 3 Void Rays out for Protoss.
Yep, this Void Ray decision is not really paying off from Anemone.
Not at all. Anemone also just getting his expansion up, and he's only just now setting the rally point for... That's a misplaced rally point. I do not believe his probes will actually mine once they get sent over there. Yeah. Oh, there's a ping down there. Ah, there is a hidden hatchery. Very interesting.
It's actually a very smart move by Saikou to take that hatchery down there.
Yeah,
because that means that Void Rays will not be able to abuse this third.
Yes, definitely. Like, that's the worry about that third base. And now look at this. Anemone did misplace that rally point. So he has idle workers just there. There he finally realizes this. And he resets
an Overlord force moving out.
That's powerful. Because Overlords just have such a strong attack. But no, what he is doing...
Oh, I see. He's making a creep highway.
Yeah, very exactly. Especially because he's Hydra heavy.
Oh, these Hydras are going to take the gateway down.
Yeah, that's so good.
Spine crawlers moving up. This is brilliant.
Oh, this is really, really solid. And now this is a lot better than... who was it that tried to do the hatchery plop down and then sunkens?
That was
I don't know, but the whole point is right now Anemone's done.
Yeah, he's definitely in trouble. These smart crawlers are going to keep this, keep any gateway units from coming out, but really the only threat of these Void Rays that have the reach on the Hydras from the high ground. A Warper's them out, but here we go. Anemone is really going to want these Colossi to come out as quickly as possible. Yeah, Saikou actually could break him if he pushed right up.
probably could. Look at this. We're about to have more gateways coming out. He has to replace the cybernetics core. That's key. But here we go. Look at this. Limbs up front. Taking out all of the ground units. We do have all these Hydras over here. Good force fields. Preventing the Hydras from making their way up. Spine cars are there. But now Zerg is about to get... Oh, look at all the Hydras. 24 Hydras are over there.
Oh, and 1 sentry is going to save this ramp long enough for the Colossi to come out.
Yes, but now the question is, without Thermal Lance... Actually, it's not a question. I think they're screwed.
Get up, and the Colossi are not being controlled. They're going to fall very quickly.
Yeah, but now there we go. One is about to go down. And, oh, wow. So a lot of damage being done, but, oh my god, Anemone's going to be able to hold this.
Just barely, but no, the Colossi is going to fall.
Oh my god, look at this. And with that Overlord spreading, the Hydra's going to be able to reinforce so much faster. Hydras do get...
offensive creep spread.
Yeah. Look, Hydras actually get a plus 50% speed bonus on the creep. That's so important right now.
This is absolutely brilliant play from Saikou. This is how Zerg should be played against Protoss.
Well played, GMMA. This is working out really well. Things are coming out. One Colossus does get sniped. And at least Anemone is saying GG right now. That's definitely good. So well played. Very well played.